All right, there we are.
We're live.
Well, we're not live.
Oh.
We're recording.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've got a bunch of trash up here.
So we're not doing live episodes. Well, we might be doing live episodes in the future, but
Just not right now.
for right now, we want to do a few episodes good quality and test out that side of things. And so far, we're pretty satisfied. So we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah. You're also randomly probably not too many people going to go look at it, but we're on Streamlabs, recording through OBS. That's how we're recording this now.
Yeah.
And we got some new equipment, but right now it's not making the difference. I don't have it hooked up in a way where it's making a difference on how we're recording.
So it's still like the same.
The main difference.
Well, this we figured out the headphones and all that.
Oh yeah,
which is
you
nice.
did on your end.
Well, yeah, because we still need to get his set up so we can hear our levels, see if it's too much or not enough.
I've got unnecessary cables here.
This is a nice area over here. It's very minimal. There's not too much cordage going on.
Yeah, you're looking comfortable over there.
Yeah.
My problem, I've got, so you don't see it, but basically I've extended the desk in front of me here, and so the cable, technically it's the same thing. I've just put a middle piece in for no reason right now. So it's coming out of here, and it's going into this box. That's going into the computer. It's also plugged into a hard drive, which doesn't, watch, I can unplug that. Makes no difference.
Yeah.
There's so much extra crap.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It's all right.
I couldn't figure it out. But eventually, yeah, we'll be running live. The live will only be up when it's live.
Yeah. And then it'll be replaced with the...
It'll be replaced with a higher quality
Better.
thing, and our lives will go private.
Yeah. That's nice.
Sorry, everybody, just putting...
Tinkering around.
I just have no leg room over here. Now I do, but I didn't.
Yeah, you used to have room. Now it looks like a little den, just a little burrow, like a fox den.
Yeah.
That's where Rabbit lives.
There's trash over here, down on my feet. We got water bottles, only one in which I'm drinking. The other are, I assume, trash. And I do have trash. I have those trash boxes from the new equipment we bought.
Oh yeah.
That'll have to be thrown away. And then this is kind of in the way and threatening me to knock it out of commission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what's that doing? It's not doing anything.
It's
No,
not
it's
different
just-
than what we've done in the past.
Just chilling.
It's just in the middle.
Oh, okay.
It's just, hey,
Just end
what's
with
up, guys?
It's just adding to the cluster.
I'm hanging out.
Oh, jeez.
You know?
Can they see what that stuff is? Can they see the new?
Not the center Michael one, but they can see the Halloween pumpkin, only the bottom pumpkin part. Michael's up there. You guys don't see it.
Yeah.
And another Michael face over here. Really,
Yeah, we went to Nightmare Toys today, and we kind of spoiled ourselves a bit,
a little bit, yeah.
which is nice. I bought this shirt, this Halloween shirt, which is pretty dope.
Yeah. It's like one of the best shots.
Yeah. So there's that. It's pretty dope. And then...
I ended up getting one more figure from the spinners.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the vinyl.
From
They go on
Halloween
vinyl.
3.
I think before I was on the podcast and I was talking about something that spun and that
Yeah.
would keep spinning. That was these. It's not what they do. So anyway, they go on fucking vinyls. They're like weights. I run them on the Myths and Legends. I had the pumpkin one, but I just got the you can't fucking can't fucking see this. Welcome to QV. What is it? QVC.
QVC.
Welcome to
Yeah,
QVC.
dude. Oh,
Here's
remember
a-
those Amazon people? Those Amazon...
Oh fuck yeah!
Whatever.
How do we become one of those, dude?
I can't think of what they were called.
Amazonians.
Yeah. Anyway, they sell Amazon shit, but they film themselves selling it. And I don't know, it's like a QVC type vibe, like infomercial kind of thing.
A really cheap QVC.
And yeah, and, I don't remember what it was called. Jay and Sissy or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was something like that.
Saw found him.
And she sent me the link, and I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh, geez, this is wild." But it's like, how do you become one of those people? But then I was thinking, like, whenever we were researching, not researching, but like, not like that, but like whenever we were looking up like Adult Swim shows and stuff,
Yeah.
just to like give us some nostalgic kick or whatever. I was like, I remember whenever I was watching Adult Swim, like this was years ago, and it was like Tim and Eric, but like they were selling Christmas stuff, like they were selling presents, but like it was just like a skit or whatever, but it was like a special, it was a Christmas special,
Yeah.
and they were selling like toys, but it was like that, and like shit was going fucking nuts. But
Tim and Eric are the best.
I could never find it, and because I wanted to watch it again, but I couldn't find it. So if anybody knows what that is, or if I just made it up, please let me know.
What episode of Tim and Eric?
Yeah.
And how many iterations do they have? Iterations.
I don't know.
It's like,
There's a lot, like different little spin-off shows or whatever, like specials and different seasons. And yeah, I don't know. They did a lot, and it spans over like a long time.
That looks fucking sick.
It does look cool.
You guys probably won't be able to see it really well. Putting my fucking enamels on there. I'm nerding out. What is it? He's like a
It's an 8-bit. It's the
8-bit.
8-bit version of Jason.
8-bit.
Yeah. And they had the mask there too, but it was $35, and I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $35 on that right now. I definitely want a shirt, because I knew I wanted to get a shirt. But
And then the other thing that we did not pick up at Nightmare Toys, but I figured we could plug it
oh,
because I'm pretty excited about it. We're gonna read it. This is Yours Cruelly, the Elvira book. Got that picked up, and they have them. They're still out there with the autographs. I figured we could build up the horror fucking autograph collection.
yeah.
We only have 2 right now.
I
Right?
didn't see the Halloween one there, the one that was signed.
Oh, yeah,
by
yeah.
I didn't see it.
The
there.
closet one or the well, any
So I
of
was
them.
like, damn, because it was like $65 or something. He said. I
Mhm.
was like, damn, dude, I'm gonna get that if that's there. And we're gonna
maybe
throw that
order
up.
order online. Maybe that I don't, or maybe it's out of stock. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty cool though.
I'm gonna read that though, and I'll let you guys know. I'm pretty excited.
I'm not reading anything right now. The last book I read was kind of disappointing.
What'd you read?
It was that Star Wars book, the High Republic. I was giving it a chance. I was like, let's see if it's good. And yeah, it wasn't good. And I was trying to
That's right.
I was trying to like convince myself like, oh, well, you read it pretty quick, then you must be interested in it. You must be, liking it, giving it enough of a chance, But then I was just like, I just got bored with it.
Mhm.
It's just like, I'm not gonna finish this, so I didn't finish it.
So
But I got over like halfway done with it, and like I read that in like 2 or 3 days, so it didn't take me long to do that. And usually it takes me a while to read a book, so I'll just like read a chapter a night or something like that.
right.
But it's just like, it wasn't good. I don't remember what the name of it was. Light of the Jedi, I think. But
So
it was a disappointment.
So while you were reading it and imagining what was being portrayed, what kind of Star Wars movie was it invoking? Like prequel, sequel,
It was
trilogy?
It seemed like it was its own thing,
Yeah.
but maybe that's because it was a book. But I don't know. There's like, you can tell there's like these 2 Jedi, and they're like definitely like in some weird kind of relationship.
They be
They kinda-
fucking.
It's something like that. And I don't remember their names, but it's hard to like indulge yourself in that like universe in the way that it was written in that book. And it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like fantasy sci-fi kind of thing. It was like too techy. It was getting in the way. And as I was reading it, I was like, I wish I could have written this story, because I feel like I would have written this so much better. And I convinced myself reading like pretty much every chapter. Like the first section, it's like every chapter is like rapid fire.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's supposed to be on purpose, I think, but I don't know. And it's like, it's not really spoiling anything. Nobody's gonna fucking read it.
It might be popular. Who knows?
It might be. But like billions of people die. But like as I was reading it, I was like, okay.
Right. Well, you didn't know any of their names, right?
Yeah, they didn't have like a list or
They
anything.
didn't make it personal.
So I was like, okay.
They just threw a number.
And it just happened out of nowhere. So it was just like, yep.
They just threw a number out there. They're just like
Yeah, pretty much.
30 billion.
That's pretty much how it was.
And then a planet name.
It said it was like, I don't remember the number. It was like 2.5 billion. It might even have a decimal. Billion souls have been made quiet or something like that. That's what it said. But then I was like, bro.
What killed him?
Ridiculous. Some disaster in hyperspace. So like, you know, like the speed of hyperspace is like so intense. It's like any small thing that goes wrong could like.
So
if two things hit, they'll disintegrate.
And that's what happened.
And it'll be like a chain reaction to other things. And so like, there was some object that came out of like nowhere. I don't know. I didn't finish fucking book, so I was like, this is ridiculous. And some random. That's how they describe it too. They're like some random object, just like spawned in the middle of like fucking a hyperdrive lane or whatever. Like basically their version of a highway. And a ship crashes into it, a bunch of ships crash into it, and it causes like this whole thing. This system is like about to be fucked up. I don't know. And it's not an interesting time either.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like the height of the Jedi, but it's like, isn't that what the prequels are supposed to be?
And they're calling it canon.
Yeah.
Could you imagine writing? Because
I call it forgettable.
Essentially, what they've got in that situation, whoever was hired, it's like permission to write fan fiction, and then they're like, your fan fiction is going to be.
And they're trying to I was telling you about
the
one night, like they were adding too much Star Wars to it,
mm-hmm.
where it's like, okay, don't tell me what the species is. Like, oh, this person's whatever this is. Like, just describe them. Let me think of what this creature's going to be. Let me make up what this creature's going to be, because that's what the fun is. You know, it's unlimited, what it feels like. So
sure,
like
but a lot of it, but since it is canon, a lot of the things are like they're already something, right?
Yeah.
Like a Twi'lek or whatever.
These are like,
Twi'lek.
Yeah, but these are like new characters and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you can say that's what they are. But like, describe them. Like, what's their skin tone like?
Yeah.
What are some of their?
Are they just giving a race?
Yeah, that's all. That's the only info you get.
So
it's like, tell me more about this character to make me like relate to them, because if they're Twi'lek, I don't fucking give a fuck. I don't care about their culture. I don't give a fuck about them. Like, I don't.
Well, you could just be like, that could be the first thing, is to get you ready. Like, this is a Twi'lek. Okay, I know what that is. Then start describing the unique features, like you're saying, the skin tone, sure. You know, because.
But there's not any of that.
Because they would all look different. You want your character to be distinguished. The Earth version of that is like, this is a black guy.
Yeah.
And then over here is a white guy.
Yeah.
And no description. Just
see, that's what I mean.
And
that's
then this
what it feels like.
This is a white lady.
But then again, it is Disney, and all they think about is shit like that. So.
Well, but the opposition would be boring in a book. That's my point. Is like this is Charles. He was a Caucasian male.
It has
and
those
that's
themes
it.
Too. Like it has those like different races coming together and
sure.
It has that idea too, which is fine. It's just the way.
Well, you want it to happen.
The way they're doing it.
You want it to happen in real life, but the fiction version.
And you want it to happen in a natural way.
Well, the modern fiction version of it it's overused.
Yeah,
it's been done. It's like, okay, it's time to switch tactics here.
Because it makes me think of like, when Michael Jackson would sing like "This Is the World" or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it makes me feel like.
Right. There's a place for that, I guess, right? But it's sometimes when you're going into like fantasy, you want to be challenged a little bit more, and so that's why something like Game of Thrones is popular, because real human nature is far more interesting than the fictional version where everyone's getting along, or they're dealing with some superficial differences within the team, and like I'm imagining how the Star Wars lesson would go, where it's like, hey, we got to give her a chance too, everybody, and everyone's like, yeah, you're right, we're different now.
Yeah.
But then when you watch Game of Thrones, it's like, I'm gonna cut your fucking balls off because you're my enemy.
Yeah,
and that means something, to the culture at wide or whatever, and it's like Dune. For example, just finished reading Dune, and there's all these. That narrative is written in a really interesting way, where it's like, from paragraph to paragraph, you're in somebody else's head, and what they're thinking, but no one ever gets to. You don't learn any information outside of what they're thinking, really. So it's not the total omnipotent, like, I forget what they call that, like a limited first person maybe, or there's my son.
Can they hear that? I don't think they can hear it.
Probably not.
I can't hear it in these.
He's upset we're doing the podcast right now. He's out there drinking bleach again. just kidding. His mama's out there taking care of him. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you learn all the complicated aspects of how history is made, essentially, something closer. So you still got your science. By the way, major influence to Star Wars in the first place.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's just much more interesting. I get it. It's a fine. That story's got its place. The fucking, hey, let's all get together and fix the pollution problem
I'm just
or
finding
something.
myself hating that the more I go.
Yeah.
Is what the thing is.
So what's the general consensus on it? Generic, blockbuster, Star Wars book, silly adventure,
pretty much
shallow storyline.
Yeah. And I don't give a shit about anybody, which is why I stopped reading it.
And some crappy modern controversy mixed in, a little bit of pop culture. What would you call that? Pop culture sociology.
I was watching these like reviews people were like posting on it, and it's like everybody was so enthusiastic about it, and so that's what was making me excited. Like, oh, like maybe I'll read this scene. I'll be excited, reading it. At least that's how it was when I was reading like Dracula. It was intense.
Yeah.
But reading this, it's like people were saying like, oh, it's so intense. Like it's like billions of people die, blah blah blah. Then you read it, and you're like, okay, good. Like at that point,
This is what I'm worried about when I dive into the Halo extended universe.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about doing that, getting into some Halo books, and I'm worried it's going to be like this.
Yeah.
Is it tween? Is that what it is?
It's adult. It's published for adult.
This one was considered for adults, right?
Yeah, this book is,
Man, I think the Halo, you could just find that in the sci-fi fantasy section of Barnes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're for adults.
This I bought at Target.
Kids were reading them. But I want to read them.
I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick to, like I was reading Lord of the Rings. I got to finish that.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. I got to finish.
You just finished Dracula, right?
Yeah.
That was wonderful. I just finished that myself.
Pretty good. It's definitely my favorite book now.
Yeah.
My favorite book was Of Mice and Men, but I think
good choice too.
Dracula definitely took that spot over because
yeah,
I'd never been so excited reading a book as I was with reading this because every time I was just sitting down to read it, it's like, oh my God,
it keeps you going.
What's gonna happen next?
And
there's so much, and then you get to piece together shit.
Yeah, you get to piece it together. You're reading all the different journal entries.
Yeah.
All the characters are well written.
And so, especially the first Harker's journal entries, I think are the best.
Yeah.
I love how they're written. And
Definitely.
I love what's happening. It's very eerie. It's creepy. It's terrifying. There's wolves and shit. It's Francis Ford Coppola's movie probably fits more with the book than
closest
anything else
adaptation
does.
for sure. Yeah.
So, if that gives you any idea, if you haven't, read the book, but other than that,
yeah, it was great, man. It's a great fucking book. There's no doubt about that. And it's written in a way where the journal if the journal goes a little long, it's not too distracting.
Yeah, no.
And he does it in a way where you kind of just justify it in your head. You go, well, yeah, of course, Jonathan's writing this because he believes he's going to die.
Yeah.
And this is his last will and testament of some kind, or a testament, maybe not a will, but a testament to witness something.
Yeah, these are what people are going to, this is what it's going to be read.
And then Lucy's justification is that she loves literature and writing.
Yeah.
And she knows shorthand, and she knows, she's been trained in all this. So when she's writing letters, and her friend, what was her name?
Mina.
Yeah, when Mina does it, she also enjoys it. So there's the excuse. And the other gals, Mina's, wait, Lucy's the friend, right? Then Mina's the main? No, Lucy's the main.
They switch it in movies too, don't they?
They have switched it in movies. When we were watching, I don't know which one
I think
specifically.
Mina is
Jonathan's gal.
And
so Mina loves writing. Lucy is the white vampire. That's correct. By the way, that part of the book is terrifying.
It is terrifying. terrifying.
She's scary.
Yeah.
And like, what do the children call? The children call her something. Oh my god, it was such a
But
great book.
It's like, and there's the scenes in it are like horribly graphic, but in a good way.
Yeah, yeah.
And to kind of like show you what kind of creatures these things are. It's like, 'cause they're not people. And it's like they're certainly not written as people.
Well,
They're-
graphic and also suggestive, and at the same time. So, like
Yeah.
when the baby's brought out in the sack, they don't open the sack or anything. They
No,
don't
they
describe how it's being
throw it,
devoured,
yeah,
but it puts a really disturbing feeling into
of
you.
what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, then this is not in the movie, I don't think, but the mom coming to the castle, and then the wolves getting her. There's something like sad. They're like, oh, she didn't even make a noise.
Yeah,
It was like, just fucking kill me.
And that's interesting too. The wolves, the way Dracula seems to control the wolves.
Yeah.
It's pretty fascinating. It's definitely a good book.
It's an awesome book for sure.
I read Frankenstein too, but I read Frankenstein a while back in school,
Mhm.
and I liked it. I just don't think I would. If I would reread it, I would like it as much as I like Dracula.
I'm gonna have to read that one.
But it gets slow.
Is it in the same format?
Yeah.
Journal
it's different
entries or
journals. Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's like it's not told in chronological order either, so that's fun.
yeah, Dracula's mostly chronological order.
Mostly, yeah, you can piece it together.
Pretty sure it is.
Way.
And if anything, it's told in an order.
Because
that,
everything you read about in a previous section gets confirmed in the next section.
Yeah, yeah.
So it kind of,
I like when everyone finally knows what's going on,
yeah,
and I like that the journals. Like I like it makes you feel like you're kind of participating, but when they're like, we got all of our journals together, and Mina put them in order or something like that, or like rescribed them. I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm a part of the team. I in some weird way in my
that's
mind.
how you're reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first page, like this book right here, it says something like even satisfying. It's like it's like an old looking book.
I've got some great books over there.
I'm trying to find, is it this? Yeah, so he says these papers have been placed in a sequence that we've made clear in the reading of them. And he said, which is kind of relieving. He says all needless matters have been eliminated, so that history is almost at variance with the possibilities of latter-day belief may stand forward as simple fact. So you don't have to like assume like, oh, this bitch is saying this, so it's not real. So like, when
Right.
you're reading like To Kill a Mockingbird or whatever, and you're like, I don't really trust this bitch. I don't
Sure.
trust Scout. It's kind of like that. So you don't have to like worry about that. Everything you read, it's like that's what's happening.
Yeah, yeah. Or like Breakfast at Tiffany's. You're not sure what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Like, because he has a bias towards her. Just read that one too, by the way. I never read that. I loved the movie. I have an obsession with Audrey Hepburn. We got some of her crap in here.
Yeah.
And finally read the book. The book is wonderful. I thought it was going to be a lot more provocative. There's only a few things, like, talking about her sitting around with her breasts exposed a lot. There's more nudity in it. That's about it. And the prostitution is a little bit more like on the nose. It's kind of in the movie too. You're like, okay, she's a call girl.
Yeah.
But they are a little bit more gentle in the film, which makes sense for the time period. But they're great. Have you read that one yet?
Mm-mm.
You're gonna read that one
No.
soon. You would really enjoy it.
Yeah, I figured I would. And because I remember I bought you the book.
Yeah, there's a copy of it in
Yeah.
there. That copy, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put money in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. For the powder room. That's right. Elvira's book looks wonderfully displayed, dude. It's like
Well, good. With her wonderful cleavage just out.
yeah, I like this book cover.
And she still looks great. Like, even now, she looks great.
Yeah, follow her on
Her
Instagram. That's
smile
how
is really bright. Yeah.
she's on Instagram. She's still active. She's got a shop there. That's how I found this book. No relation with just like horror stuff.
Yeah. Nightmare Toys also on Instagram. And what's her name? Nightmare Christie?
Yeah, Nightmare Christie.
Yeah,
She's
Nightmare
also got an
Christie. She's
Instagram.
on Instagram.
There's still these copied, authenticated fucking versions. They're still out there. There's a whole bunch of them. They're not that expensive.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I paid exactly, but it's totally manageable for you guys to go pick one up. I wish I could remember the name of the bookstore,
You
but
might have a duplicate.
her Instagram is how I got this. Super easy. I'm excited. I can't wait to read it. I can't wait. The reviews, by the way, So I won't read the review. Well, maybe I will. Should I?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Because people might not know about the book.
What if we play
Sure,
this?
they know about Elvira. Everybody knows about Elvira. She's queen.
This review says freaking hilarious, juicy stories, and outrageous relations. Who do you think? Who do you think did that review?
Who did it?
RuPaul.
Oh, cool. Okay. That makes sense.
Another one, a hauntingly beautiful memoir of one of the most iconic figures of the. How do you pronounce this? The Macabre? Is that how you pronounce it? Macabre.
Oh, macabre. Yeah.
Macabre.
I think the word. Yeah, where it's like scary, kind of dark, twisted.
Macabre, yeah,
Yeah,
because
okay.
that's like when I was when I would
macabre.
read back in the day. I'd read Bukowski and I'd read his Bone. What is it? The ballet one.
I don't know. There's he's
Bone
over here.
Bone Palace Ballet. Bone Palace Ballet, and I would say Bone Palace Ballet from the deep woods, Indiana.
This one.
Oh yeah. Here, cut to it.
We have a.
I would say ballet.
We have
I would say
Barbara.
ballet. I was
ballet.
so macabre. Of course, it's macabre.
Whenever I'd read Edgar Allan Poe, I'd be like macabre.
That's how I
In
just
my
read
head.
it. Anyway, a hauntingly beautiful memoir of one of the most iconic figures in the macabre. Just when I thought I couldn't fall in love with Elvira anymore, this book took my admiration to a whole new level. Kat Von D.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Is,
Ah, sweet.
isn't she like a makeup guru or something?
She's the
Like,
tattoo
she's makeup.
tattoo lady.
Oh,
Oh, she
okay.
might have makeup now. Let's see.
Because I just knew who RuPaul was. I've heard of Kat Von D.
I knew Cassandra had a colorful and exciting life, but I didn't realize what a talented writer she had become. Her book is beautiful, funny, poignant, outrageous, or I should say poignant.
Poignant.
Poignant, outrageous, and full of surprises. Exactly like her. I'm happy I can genuinely recommend it and hope I'll get to play myself when it becomes a blockbuster movie. That was Pee Wee Herman. Jack White's got a review. Peaches Christ has a review. Rob Zombie and two other people I don't know.
Good. I'm glad people love it. Good
This is
for
a
her.
cool Rob Zombie. We were just talking about him earlier.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
What did he just buy? He just bought something from the Addams Family.
I don't know if he. I don't know. No. He didn't just buy it. That was an old MTV Cribs episode, and he had the polar bear.
Oh, okay.
I
I didn't know if like he had just bought it, and that's what you were showing me. That makes
know. I was just it just
Yeah.
a random recommendation to watch Rob Zombie's MTV Cribs. I was like, okay.
That's funny, too.
That's a show I never watched.
Yeah.
Like I've never even really seen even on YouTube. That's not something
Yeah.
I would watch.
No.
So good rec. I
Maybe
think
'cause,
just
like,
Rob Zombie.
Maybe because it had like horror tag to it or something.
Maybe.
Like horror collectible.
Yeah, it was so random.
Yeah.
I follow him as well on Instagram. He's doing that Monsters movie.
Mhm.
I'm very nervous about it. I'm excited and nervous.
Yeah.
And then also trying not to be excited because I'm like,
Because you don't want to be disappointed
Yeah.
whenever it finally comes out.
And it's weird because I love every Rob Zombie movie. I'm not one of those people who's like, yeah, only one's great and the rest are shit. Or there's another group of people who'd be like, oh, I love all of them except for this one's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I like them all. There's not one I don't enjoy.
Even Halloween 2. I didn't like Halloween 2 though.
Halloween 2 is not Halloween. That's something else. That's just
Yeah.
some other random Rob Zombie movie. No, I don't like that movie. I don't. I forgot it even existed.
Yeah.
But I like his first Halloween.
I do like the first Halloween.
You know, not the best in the lineup of Halloween movies.
No, but it's a different take for sure.
But it is.
Like I like how they spend more time on younger Michael
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
than usually. Like he's like the first half of the movie pretty much.
And even though
And he's scary.
it's not canon for all, it's only canon for Rob's, and I still sort of feel like it's added to my head canon of the
Yeah.
overall Halloween
What's
canon.
Yeah.
Of like what he was like as a child
I feel the
is
same.
filled in a little bit there. Yeah. So it's not one I would just throw away. I like that one. But yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. I really like 31, And I was actually just looking at houses for sale in Salem because I was,
That'd
you
be
know,
cool.
I didn't find any nice houses. I found some really shitty looking houses for like $500,000. I was like, no.
What the hell?
I was trying to find like,
Yeah, because like, what if you found like an old Gothic, like
right.
some? It's like a slight fixer-upper, but it's like enough that you can manage. Not like that one fucking dude. Also, how's he doing, by the way? On
Oh
his
my
house?
God. What's
I
his
totally
channel
forgot
called?
about him. I don't remember.
Oh man, he probably fucking killed himself. I'm worried about the guy.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure he's fine. What the fuck was his channel called? I don't even know. What would I type in? Oh, he called his house a fucking mansion.
Yeah, that
Mansion remodel.
disgusting.
Fucking liar. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's... See, now I'm looking at actual mansions, like that other people are remodeling. I don't... What the fuck would I type in? Did I subscribe to him?
The Second Empire Strikes Back. That's what his channel is.
Oh my god. What?
So he posted a video 6 days ago and one a week ago. So the most recent is episode 37, restoring rotten window trim.
Okay, let me scroll through this real
So-
quick. And we'll see what's up. Can I have to figure out... There's a way to do this. There's a way to end up... Not that. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just cut to a random ass screen. There's a way for me to do screen capture from this program.
So you can like drag your phone and
Sorry, guys.
like, they can see what's on your phone.
Right now they're seeing like intermission screens.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. So I'll go back to the live. Webcam header game capture. So if I hit this, I've got the... Never mind. It gave me a box I can move around. I have no idea what to do with it.
It's alright.
Sorry about that, guys. So let's see what he's doing in this video, huh? Guys, you heard the name. So restoring rotten window trim, episode 37. Definitely go look at this guy when it's over. What in the hell is going on in this? So he's still alive. Let's see if he sounds miserable. Sometimes he does.
Yeah, because sometimes you can tell
Oh, dude, he's already complaining.
I took on this building because I loved this building. I took on those paintings and those projects because I loved that image and I wanted to recreate it, or I wanted to create something new, or I wanted to, just do something unique and fun and challenging. And I think a lot of the time, sometimes, and these aren't negative comments, they're just comments I get like, oh, you'll need a team and this is going to take you so long. And of course the
it's
building's
gonna
going to take me a
a
long
long
time.
time.
It's a lot of building to work on. But I don't think I see it like a lot of people see it. I think a lot of people see
You look like you're about to cry.
a project like this house as something that's going to take them so
poor guy.
long, and they're
I'm
going to
just
have to
kidding.
give so much time.
I'm being a little mean.
I don't want to give my time to that,
I don't
Hey,
care.
he put himself in this situation.
Well, he's still doing it.
And he's complaining and he's asking people for money while he's complaining. I don't know. I just don't
That
like,
was a little weird when he
I
was
just-
asking for money.
I just don't like the vibe he's going with his videos. I don't know. It's like whenever I see
we were watching him, and he talks a lot about. It sounds like he's about ready to fail a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like he's about to give up, or he'll second guess, and then like he'll cut into his house and be like, "A lot of work has been done here," and it's like he hasn't even sweeped the whole place yet. Like first goal number one, and I
It's
see it.
clean
I
it.
see it in the comments. Everyone's
Yeah.
saying it. They're like,
clean it.
you're gonna overwhelm yourself.
Especially if you're filming a video.
Yeah.
Like, show the nice side of it. Don't show this fucking shithole, because that's what we're seeing. I mean, honestly, that's what we're seeing.
Do you think he'll get it finished? Do we believe in him? I have my doubts. I'm being honest.
If I see it, I'm going to be, like, proud.
Me too. I would
'cause
be.
That would be
I would-
fucking cool.
I would love to eat my own words
But
on this.
also, I don't see myself doing any of that. I don't see you doing that. I don't see anybody I know.
No, I'm
doing
gonna
that.
buy a house that's put together and has to be remodeled to what like most
Well, a
people
place
do.
that you can actually move in and live there safely while you're remodeling.
Yep, that's the route I'm going. But he's
So-
going for a whole new thing. This is his life mission.
Yeah.
He
And they're
has,
certainly not living there.
and didn't he say he has like no job now?
I guess.
and he's taking
yeah,
out-
because he said the only money he makes is from his YouTube.
Yeah, and also
That's
guys,
from, like, videos and
he's
his
got a
Patreon.
Patreon, and I worry about.
Probably gonna have to start an OnlyFans.
I worry about the guy. How many
Yeah.
views does he have? Let's see.
I don't know.
He might be okay. I don't. 31,000 views. So obviously he's doing better than us on YouTube views.
Well,
But
yeah,
is that enough to survive the remodel of a mansion?
I don't think it is.
Neither do I. What are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do?
If you want
Good
to
luck.
support him.
You should
But
motivate it. Get in the comments and motivate the shit out of him.
because he sounds unhappy.
Sometimes he does. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, okay, you got it, guy. You're gonna go. You're gonna go
Like,
all the way.
He sees what's going on. Like he sees what he wants out of this. He sees a foundation for something that could be beautiful, but we see what's realistic.
Yeah, it's nothing I would take on that way. Not that way. I would have a job, sort of like I do now, and then I would have to convince Sav, hey, I'm gonna buy this piece of shit house that's got mold,
In the middle of fucking
and I've got to
nowhere.
replace the
And St.
plumbing,
Louis.
and I've got to replace the wood. But he's like, look at the molding that's in here. Look at the
It's
molding.
the only thing. The
Ex-
molding and then certain windows and
Look at
certain fireplaces. But as he was filming the fireplaces, he's like, look at this nice fireplace. We just have to redo all of it.
Right, that's right.
It's just like shit like that.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
It's like, bro, I don't know. I'm not confident in you. Not all the way.
I remember we
I'm
talked about it
happy-
before, like how he's gonna have to get a bowl of cereal and walk up the stairs.
Of his creepy ass
Oh
haunted
my
house.
god.
Yeah,
Sorry
dude.
guys. Jeez, but
Oh.
he's at least now we have a name to go check out.
Yeah. Well, if you want to send us money,
I don't have a Patreon set
I
up.
have a Venmo.
He has I have a PayPal. No, not PayPal. I have a
Cash App. I have a
Cash
App,
App.
too.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
I get paid through Cash App for my job. It's pretty dope.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Like once.
Like
shit.
once.
Oh man. So I wanted to kind of switch subjects and talk about water. So
Guys, holy
a
fuck.
list came out. Aaron, please describe to him what's up with this list released to us Las Vegas locals.
So there is some local tea.
Come on.
Somebody-
I'm just kidding.
Somebody like sent out a list. They posted a list. I don't remember what source it was from. I thought I wrote it. Southern Nevada Water Authority sent out a list of the top water users in Nevada, like in Las Vegas. And there's some backlash with that because our water source is going dry.
Sure.
So
yeah.
we get water from the Colorado River, which leads into
Lake Mead and goes
So
down.
that's where we get most of our water. At least 90% is what the little thingy was statistic, and 10% comes from like underwater, like whatever those are called,
the
springs, I guess?
aqueducts or whatever.
that.
The aquifers.
So 10% comes from that, and so there's a lot of like restriction on like water usage, and like
Yeah.
now they're saying Nevada's facing the first ever mandatory reduction in its water supply next year. And I read this a month ago, so like 2022 is what they're talking about. But apparently, like Mike Tyson's on this list, the magician like David Copperfield's on this list, like of their estates using up most water in the area, and the number one.
What are they doing to use all this water?
I don't
Like
know,
emptying their
fountains-
pool and
fountains, pools,
fountains, irrigate, get their grass growing.
27 toilets in their mansions.
I bet they have tons of grass.
I don't know. That's probably
The
what it
fucking
is.
pricks, and then like those
Sprinklers and
rain
shit.
showers,
Yeah.
like where you're getting sprayed from like 8 directions, taking like 5-hour long showers.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
probably
because I can, because I'm fucking Mike Tyson, you know.
That's the top residential water user of 2020 was Spanish Gate Holdings, which is this is where the Sultan of Brunei's brother lives, his younger brother.
And for all of you
So-
who don't know about Brunei,
It's a pretty shitty place because it's definitely a communist dictator, authoritarian looking ass place. It's pretty terrible. It's pretty depressing looking at it. I mean, just for like an example of how terrible this place is, this dude just like said it was okay to stone gay people.
Yeah.
So
stone you.
I doubt it's gonna happen. Like you said too, you doubt it's gonna happen because no one's gonna want to fucking test that shit. But I don't know. It's just interesting. But this prince, like the younger brother, is the dude that's in his residence is using the most water in Vegas, and this dude's fucking hardcore. So there's a separate story published on him, and they're calling him the sex craved prince. Oh, this is the little tagline or whatever. Al Sultan of Brunei's playboy brother threw sex parties and gave boob jobs to 40-strong harem he kept in palace, which harem is basically just like where servants work, like servant wives, that kind of thing. And yeah, so that's that. And he also has like 17 kids or something, like 3 wives. It's something ridiculous.
Some concubines.
Like yeah. So also on this list, I mentioned Mike Tyson.
But this guy,
Stephen Weiss, Daniel Greenspan. I don't know who those people are.
This sex-crazy lunatic is using all of our water, though. Yeah.
And it's pretty ridiculous because this place is such a shitty fucking...
Weren't you saying he has some boats called Nipples or something?
Yeah, he had vessels. So he had a main yacht. It was called Tits. And then he had 2 others. I think it was Tit 1, Tit 2. Or something like that. Like Nipple 1, Nipple 2. It was something bizarre like that.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
What a loser.
So...
And he's using all of our fucking water. Were there any other notable names on there that you recognize?
Just the David Copperfield, and then like businesses, like most of them were casinos. So it's Venetian,
sure,
and
Bellagio probably with their fountains evaporating.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that as long as for the casino itself, as long as like they, I guess. We're able to cut down on everything else. So like one thing, you can't have water irrigation here in your backyard. You can have it for the front, but not the back. And most people have you've heard them where they don't really turn on, like it's not like a golf course or like, for like the dry bushes.
Yeah.
And that's what most people have. Most of like anyone who has grass, it's mostly rich people and businesses.
Yeah.
And a few select homes.
Yeah, some apartment complexes.
Yeah, like ours.
We have grass
up front,
which is nice. We have nice.
It
nice
is
grass
nice.
And nice.
But they're about to come through our whole place and give us these like water efficient shower heads. I'm worried that when they put them in, it's going to be like. And my shower heads.
Do we get to keep the old ones?
They're not taking mine. I just bought mine, the new one.
Yeah,
I don't want my old.
Are they taking like the old one? Because I don't want to get to replace some shitty shower head. I'm stuck with it. Because I don't have a fancy shower head.
Right.
I have the standard stock.
You got stock.
That's what I got. I don't want their downgraded fucking Greta Thunberg fucking. Like, how dare you fucking.
She needs to be a button, dude. We got to program that thing. She's got to be that red button right there.
We need to get her a giant like vote button. This is vote Greta.
Oh God!
And it's like red, and she's like laser eyes or something.
She probably does have laser eyes.
She probably does. She's probably a fucking reptile.
Greta, and you also got a new poop stool.
I got a squatty potty.
A squatty potty.
I bought a squatty potty. I used it. Oh my God!
Do you like my transition there, by the way?
Like
from whatever Greta Thunberg to
shit.
To shit.
Yeah, to shit. Because she is shit. She's not the shit. She's shit. Don't get it confused. But I bought a squatty potty at Target today, and I highly recommend. The poop just falls out. You don't really have to put any effort. You just sit there in your little squatty potty. And I was kind of confused because I was kind of like, well, I want to use it right. I want to get the right posture, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
did you look up a video or what?
I looked up pictures, different like angle things. So you're supposed to sit at like a 35-degree angle, and so you're kind of like forward, but your legs are bent in. And it's a really comfortable comfortable sitting position.
Yeah.
So I was just like sitting there, And like usually, like
This will be good for when you pee too. So I pee actually quite a bit sitting down because Jacob sleeps in our room.
yeah,
And so when we go in the bathroom, it's like
You don't wanna
I don't
make
want to make a whole bunch of noise.
that's how it was whenever I had my roommate.
And
We'd
every
live together and we'd sit down and pee because we didn't want it to make a noise. 'Cause, like we'd get self-conscious of our pee stream.
every time I do it, I'm
Well,
just
I
trying
would.
not to wake a child.
Yeah.
But every time I do it, I'm like, this is good for me. This is I'm not kinking up the
feeling.
works.
Yeah,
Because it kinks up that way as well when you're standing up and you're peeing. And isn't that also related to fucking colon cancer?
probably.
Has something to do with the sphincter or something, or
it's
or
nice
the
because,
prostate.
Sometimes you don't always feel like
Prostate,
you
I
have
don't
shit
know.
until you sit down. So like there's that too. So,
Yeah,
like in the
yeah.
middle of the night, you might be just like want to sit down to pee, but then you're like, oh,
There's more
so
going on here. And now you got
Yeah,
the stool.
this is gonna.
I've
be
got
more
to
of a
get
commitment.
one.
It's nice, and I kind of got a little bit uncomfortable when I was sitting. So you know how we talked about the sock thing?
Yeah.
How we can't wear socks when we poop. So that still applies, but I think it's more uncomfortable. It feels weird whenever you're wearing pants while sitting in it because your pants are like all in your shit.
Restricting
And
your.
so yeah.
Yeah. So you're taking your socks off and your jeans. You might as well just take off the underwear. Just be shirt. Just shirt and then sit on the squatty potty.
Yeah, dude.
And
Oh man.
yeah, keep that colon cancer away.
But it's very nice. It's a nice. I was sitting there on the toilet just looking at memes for a while.
Nice.
I was like, wow, this is like comfortable. Because usually when you sit down on the toilet and you're like looking at your phone, sometimes you can get stuck there. And you sit up and your ass sticks to the toilet because it's clammy and sweaty.
Your legs
'cause
are
it's hot
fucking
here,
asleep.
And your legs hurt.
And you have
then-
indents on your knees,
Yeah.
like on the top part of your knees.
Yeah, from your elbow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So that still applies, but it's not as bad on your ass.
Well, now you could probably curl the whole thing up, right? Like you'd be more in like a leaning on everything instead of just like way up here.
Yeah,
on the
you can
elbow.
just like kind of chill out.
So now you got the
It's
whole.
pretty nice.
Your legs are up and personal with you.
I want to get one of those things that plug into the toilet and spray your asshole. I want to get one of those.
Oh, what are those?
I almost call it a duvet, but a duvet is something else.
A bidet.
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 Bidet. A
Bid-
duvet is a bed thing.
A bidet. A bidet.
Bidet.
They had portable ones
Portable.
at Target. Yeah, so like if you were traveling, you could you put it in the hotel toilet, and it'll suck water from the toilet.
Does
I'm
that mean you have
assuming.
to like take it out?
Yeah, yeah. It's portable. You'd have to take it out of the toilet. And I don't know, like if it had a straw and was sucking the water up from the toilet that you just
Or does
shit
it have
in,
like a water
or a,
tank?
or
that
a
you
water
fill up?
tank. I'm not sure.
Has a little Brita filter in it, so you're like,
Do you know what's happened that I want to tell people because just to freak them out?
what's up?
Those neti pots,
Nutty pots.
neti pots, where you like clean out your sinuses. The water, they've become very popular now.
Oh, and they like spray.
There's those, yeah.
things?
There's those, but they recommend a solution. But
Yeah.
then people have been getting just the ceramic ones and pouring water through their nose.
Oh, yeah, they're
There has
talking
been
about-
an increase of that parasite that's almost like 99% deadly. More victims of that because of neti pots. Because you're supposed to use like clean distilled water,
Yeah,
or like boil your water to some certain temperature and then let it cool down.
yeah.
People are doing it out of their fucking sinks and just doing this, and like Vegas water. Like you don't want Vegas water to go up your nose.
No,
You don't want to put your
I don't even really like brushing my teeth with it.
Yeah, you don't even want to put your head back in the shower and let it go up your nose,
Yeah.
just in case. Especially in the
parasites.
summertime. Especially in the summertime, they do what
Yeah.
they do what they can, but as things get by, and these people have been using these neti pots, and they've been killing themselves. 'Cause
Well, if that's how you want to
cleaning
do
your
it,
sinuses. I don't know if anything I said is true, but if you're smoking weed, there you go.
just get that thought loop in your head. Just
I did that sometimes. When I'm high, I'm like, this is it.
what's killing people.
This is neti pots.
Number one,
Is it neti pots?
the lady. I
Probably
don't.
saying it wrong.
I know you're talking about the little pot things.
I'm gonna look up deaths via neti pot. Is neti
Nutty pot.
neti?
Is it like a branded thing? Like, is that like the brand, or is that just what it's called? Or
Yeah, neti, NETI.
So what kind of people are
A
doing
neti
this?
pot is a container designed to rinse debris or mucus from your nasal cavity. You might use a neti pot to treat symptoms of nasal allergies, sinus problems, or colds. If you choose to make your own saltwater solution, it's important to use bottled water that has been distilled or sterilized. Neti pot.
So does that mean I should stop douching with the sink water?
I would stop, but I don't think deaths. So I'm gonna put neti pot deaths after.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
yeah.
man.
Second neti pot. Oh, sorry. This is from NPR.org. Second neti pot, or how would NPR read this? They'd be like, because they're like 12.
Here, I'll get the classical music playing. No, I'm not gonna play it.
Second neti pot death. Do you hear that? Really?
No, I don't hear it in my headphones.
Second neti pot death from amoeba prompts tap water warning. Washing noses with neti pots or squeeze bottles has become increasingly popular as a home remedy for colds, allergies, and sinus trouble. But it's not such a great remedy if it kills you. Who wrote this? Who wrote that? Death.
Oh, damn, dude. They were brutal with that.
I bet
love them.
I bet whoever wrote this was high. It was like
Them
really
brutal.
serious, concerned. Now that 2 people have died from infection with brain-eating amoebas after using neti pots, doctors are warning: do not put tap water up your nose. Drinking water is good to drink.
So you can drink it, but you just can't put it up your nose?
Yeah, you. That's what they're, But I wouldn't drink not the city water.
I
So they,
wouldn't drink it either.
the,
So basically, I'm not going to die by brushing my teeth with it.
no, just don't drink it. Plus, you with the fluoride and all that, you're probably fine. I do when we move. I want to get one of the all of the
A well.
sinks. I want all this. Well, it's pretty rare to get a well out here because it's
Yeah.
mostly because we're not on top of not every section of Vegas is on top of an aquifer. You might get lucky and get a vein, but then you have to go through a whole jump through hoops to get any kind of well water.
Yeah.
Because the water was something up. I don't know how the water rights work out here, but drinking water is good to drink. Very safe to drink, but not to push up your nose, says so and so. I'm not going to get into the weeds here. Let's see. 2 residents of his state. What state? They didn't say. What fucking state? 2 residents have died here. We must know. This is a pandemic.
Please be California. Please be
Um,
California. It probably is California.
First death in June. 20-year-old man.
It's probably good, like Pennsylvania or something like that.
Encephalitis caused by infection with Nigellary fowlery. I don't know, man. This amoeba is common in rivers and lakes, but very rarely causes brain infections. Back in August, we reported on several deaths in children who had been jumping or diving into fresh water. But since adults are less likely to be doing cannonballs, they are less likely to be infected. I used to do that a lot. I'm so glad this never happened. This actually was one of the things that was killing people at the Luxor when they had a little water ride.
Was the different shit in the water? The little floaties?
Yeah, these amoeba things were in the water. Whatever they were doing wasn't enough to clean the water out.
So
Like when you go to Disney and they've got, whatever. They use that they use a different chemical because they don't want to remind you of pools.
Yeah.
But similar effect to what you're doing with your pool with chlorine.
I remember we said in the first episode the city water had pulp in it.
Yeah.
That supplies.
Yeah,
We're
we're
coming full circle.
we our subject coverage is
It's very exotic. We cover teeth, we cover water,
brain amoebas.
books.
We have different interests. We have different things going on. Lots of horror. Yeah.
You're not ready for our Halloween special. Are we allowed to talk about that?
Talk about what?
What our costumes are going to be?
Oh yeah. Definitely. Vampire. I'm going as a vampire.
So that's what we're doing.
I'm thinking about being a German vampire.
We're working on accents. We're trying to figure out what accents we're going to do. I don't have a good one yet. I'm trying to figure it out.
Neither do I. I have to work on
But
German. I have a generic
we'll
base
see.
I'll start off of.
But
We'll be on costume at some point.
yeah,
Pre or post Halloween.
and we got to figure out the makeup situation. What we're gonna do with that. I don't know, but
I'm just
gonna
gonna
be fun.
get a makeup kit I'm gonna eventually go to that makeup store and just buy
yeah, I
some
think that's what we should do.
some face
I bought a makeup kit, but I didn't have the white
theater
foundation makeup.
powder.
Pissed.
We'll get some. We'll get some.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm excited though.
I
still
still
have to
haven't
order
picked
my
up
clothes.
costume.
Yeah, I have to order my clothes.
I
think I'm just gonna wear regular pants though. I want to buy pants. Pants are expensive.
yeah, every pair of pants I found has been expensive.
And like, I'm not gonna find shoes.
I am gonna possibly just wear my dress shoes, my
Yeah.
black ones, or buy these sick pair of boots I found.
Whichever.
I found pants, but they're like $40,
Yeah.
and it's like motherfuck.
Yeah, because you're
Or-
only gonna wear it like with the outfit once. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that's what my thing is, because it's like I saw this like trench coat looking thing. I showed you. It's
Yeah.
like white, but it's like $50. And I was like, it looks so cool, but I'm only gonna wear it like once.
well, I would probably just be this for Halloween for a while after I get it. You know,
It's just be a
chances
vampire every year.
chances are, yeah. So I'm thinking,
We could do a skit out of these.
well, more than one possibly. What We Do in the Shadows is great, and it's good inspiration. And we love horror stuff, so
These are the teeth that came with the
it's such a tiny mouth.
I know. It's like not even. But look at the teeth. There's like not teeth in the middle. Like there's 3 teeth. Like it's not like there's.
It's 3
the
teeth and then
teeth don't Make
fangs.
sense. Yeah.
It's got a
Well, I don't know which way it goes.
it's got a Tom Cruise face.
with the tooth down the middle. Because
Right
like
down the
if
middle.
it goes this way, then it looks like orc teeth.
Pop it in. Does it hurt? Does it dig into your fucking gums?
I feel like this is upside down.
Show me. Yeah, pop it in.
I'll do it this way.
Now, hiss. Give us some.
It's really gonna fall out.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
They're very vibrant on here.
you sound bad.
You sound like you're a street sweeper.
I dropped my shit.
But they're great classics. What's that movie with Nick Cage?
Nick Cage. Oh,
Kiss
I
of the
was watching
Vampire.
I didn't
Kiss of the
finish it.
Vampire is so
I
great,
couldn't
dude.
finish it, but
You
I
couldn't
watched-
finish it?
I went to bed,
Oh.
but I watched like the first like 45 minutes. I liked it. I was pretty impressed. I was
It's,
laughing quite a bit.
I think it's a wonderful movie. I think it's fucking hilarious. And definitely is going to make its way into my October list. It's the most bizarre fucking vampire movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, which I think is why I'm gonna keep these because
Yeah.
those have that like power to it. So those are gonna go up by the Buzz Lightyear head.
They
You
totally,
can't even
you
see
totally.
it.
Well,
You
you
can't
can
see it.
kind of see them, but they blend into your.
Can I see this?
Here, let me. I wonder if this will help them. They're probably like, "What is going?"
Can you
on?
like zoom in on that like not artificially? I guess artificially.
I thought I could, but I don't think I can.
Oh, that's alright. We need like more tripods, like little tripods, so it could like turn towards us and like zoom in.
What have I done? I gave. Oh God.
And it's gone.
There's this weird webcam thing we don't want to be looking at. So we only bleeped out for like a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, found it. Okay, so we
Done.
don't want that, and we just want to go full screen.
I keep hitting my microphone stand. I can hear it in the headphones, but I don't know if they can hear it. I mean, I'm sure if I can hear it in my headphones, they can hear it. I just don't know if I'm making out most of the sound in my head.
Okay, because I can zoom. There, we're zooming in on the teeth, I believe. There they are. They blend into your mask.
Oh, do they? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So
Well, fuck.
there. This new app is so strange. I think I got the hang of it. It's fine.
But I mean, hey, if it helps our quality and
There.
I know we're testing
We're
out
back.
multiple
We're
things.
good. We're back.
Dope.
Everything's back to normal. We only had to do about 10 more minutes. We only had to do about fucking 10 more minutes of this fucking show. This fucking... let me see how long this last one was.
We've also been trying to do this show all weekend, but we kept getting like different technical difficulties. Like when we're getting sound, or like the camera wasn't working. Just different stuff.
Internet shut off.
Internet just shut off randomly.
Yeah, it sucked, man. And then...
But
But this is probably going to be a way better quality. The only downside now for me is I was hoping we could have the podcast recorded tomorrow because I wanted to finish out the next half of Myths and Legends.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to have to wait another fucking week and just do it. I mean, it's a more long-run show anyway.
yeah.
So every time I record, I can get a whole bunch of episodes. But, yeah, because I only can do it when the boy's asleep. It's like the only way I can get that snuck in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to finish out Exodus, guys. And then after that, it'll be Dune. But, yeah, I'm really, really bummed I didn't get to do that. But,
It's all right. Well, I
but
mean,
look
like,
at this quality, though, in this thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so much better. I'm
like,
excited.
Whenever I was saying, I was like, well, if it's not going good, maybe there's a reason. 'Cause, like, we could just like wait and then
Right.
like we've been brewing it up for a little bit, then like shit out a pretty good episode.
Hopefully this quality and everything looks better on my end already. I'm just kind of...
Yeah. So we'll see how it looks whenever we actually go back and watch it.
Yeah. Just
But-
keep your room like this. Never change it.
Yeah, I'll just,
Just sleep
yeah.
in here. With you,
My bed is
with
in
your-
half right now.
with your obstacles to the closet and shit.
Yeah. All the cords. The lights have to be on 24/7. Like I have to sleep with all the lights and shit on.
All these fucking
Oh
cords.
man.
Shit.
How long have we been gone?
We only got about 10 minutes left. We went about 50 some, but I took a couple minutes off because I'm gonna have to trim the intro
Oh, okay.
because the intro is just like random screens. There's these weird stream ending soon screens. Be right back. Intermission extras.
Oh, okay.
I got to figure out how to put our own shit in there.
So how are we gonna fill our last 10 minutes?
Huh?
Do you have anything to fill up?
I
our
could
last 10
just
minutes?
take the microphone out in the living room and listen to my child cry as he lays in the middle of an empty apartment with no furniture.
No lights on.
No-
all the
no
power,
lights on.
All the power to the apartments in this room.
I left out a bowl of popcorn.
And a bottle of water.
A closed bottle.
You can't even open it.
A closed bottle of water.
Oh man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's fine.
They're going to be like, what? People are going to be nervous because they're like, I don't know them.
I don't know if they're telling the truth or not. Yeah. Are they being sarcastic? I think we should just leave it ambiguous. I think we should just leave it to that. Like that's.
Yeah, well,
Jacob lives a very happy life.
better than mine. So,
He's very happy.
he's already starting off on a better foot than me. Because he has both feet. I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but
He only has one fucking foot.
and it's not where you'd want it to be.
What does that even mean? That's not where you want it to be. Like your nub ends at a certain place. It's like, oh, that's not gonna be it.
Let's just say when I'm sitting down, I'm standing up.
Bro. Oh man.
That's fucking awesome. Oh, shit.
Anyway. Do you have any more teeth trivia?
Do I have any more teeth trivia?
Teeth trivia?
Oh.
I was looking up trivia because, like, whenever
Sure,
we're
trivia.
talking about
What did I say? I was
like
going to
things
call...
that we're going to talk about. So I looked up 50 coolest pieces of trivia that'll impress your friends. And so
Oh, okay.
I don't have
Sweet.
friends.
That
I
was
don't
my
have
Joker
friends.
laugh there. I
So,
think.
you guys are my friends. So this is how we're gonna read these off because you have to have friends for this.
Right.
So, I don't know how to pronounce a lot of these words.
Great.
So we're
we're off to a good start.
we're gonna skip to one that I can
Read.
Okay. So
What is it in like Italian or something? What's going on?
No, it's just like a long word. Like, okay, so like I looked up what the antipodal city to Las Vegas is. I think that's how you say it. It might not be how you say it, but basically that means the city that's on the opposite side of the earth from us. So if
Oh.
you dug straight down, would be on the opposite side.
Sure.
So apparently it's Port-au, France.
Oh, France?
Not France. It's like in an island or whatever. But I think
Oh.
why it has that name is like from like the imperialism age or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's from.
I was going to say, that would have blown my mind if France was directly below us. It would have changed the way, I was like, wait, the globe is strange.
But no, it's Port.
I see.
P-O-R-T. Ow, I don't know French. And then like their version of what France is. So like what France is in French.
France.
It has some weird C thing.
France.
Basically a direct flight would take 21 hours, but there aren't any commercial flights between these cities. So
You couldn't do it. You'd have to have a layover.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Then there's another one.
Okay.
Some cats are allergic to people.
That sucks.
We don't have cats. We don't relate to cats, but if those of you people out there that have
I had a
cats,
cat. He was a bad boy.
They might.
Bit of a-
Arthur.
Yeah,
Arthur
Arthur.
fucking hated me. Arthur's a little asshole. To
He
me.
was mean. He had a hard time.
Um,
He had a nice outdoor adventurous life, and then lived in L.A.
yeah, in that apartment.
In an
complex. Yeah, he wasn't able to go outside. Yeah.
And then now he lives somewhere out here. He was adopted out here,
Yeah.
and so going outside in the middle of the summer would just cook him because he's a fuzzball, you know.
Yeah.
So
Like
he's
little
probably
hairs
just
singe.
indoors, and so
I'm sure he tuned to it. You know.
sure, yeah, he's probably more relaxed. He's probably like, these new owners are way fucking better than those last assholes I was living with.
Yeah.
That one guy would, because I got a spray bottle because he'd go at my couches, and I tried that out, and
I'm sure he's being punished for the same thing. That's because like not
You.
everybody likes their furniture being scratched up.
well, I don't know, he was growing up, you know,
Yeah.
and he still had his testicles, right, for a while, or no, he'd always had them.
Was he still
We
like
didn't
grinding
neuter him,
on
did we?
shit?
He would pee on things.
Yeah.
I would have-
whenever we moved. to
I'd have
LA,
friends come over, and he would go right
Pee
to
on
their
stuff.
bags and pee on them. I was like, man, no one's gonna want to hang out with me anymore.
Yeah, it's not a.
My cat's peeing on all their
yeah,
stuff. I
it
would.
smelled. I remember he peed on like this beanbag thing,
He peed-
beanbag chair that we
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
And he peed on it, and I sat on it, and I could like smell all of it. I'm like,
And he peed on our couch, on like each cushion.
what the fuck, bro?
And then I had to take the cushions apart to clean them out because the smell, like cat like shampoos and stuff, just weren't working. So then I would have to clean. So basically, I cleaned those cushions so much that the glue had come out from the different layers of the cushion. So I would have to reconstruct and glue the cushions back together. And every time I was doing, and then one time I had done it, and we like sat on the couch, and it wasn't like dry all the way yet. So we were like, gotta leave these out a little longer.
Yeah.
And it was just, oh God, life out there was hard, man, because people don't understand. But that cat brought me grievances. The couch smelling like pee and people not wanting to be around a pee couch, like,
Yeah.
and just, oh God,
I don't think I'm a cat person.
and not even having furniture really.
I'm more of a dog person.
Yes.
I feel like whenever a dog's in a room, it brings so much delight.
Yeah.
But I feel like when a cat's in a room, it's just darkness, death, and sadness.
Right. Well, unless you have a cool cat.
Yeah, unless
you
it's
can
a
have a
cat
cool.
with
I've had plenty of friends who have cool cats.
I
who aren't
thought
pissing
Arthur
on
was
everything.
cool because I thought he looked cool.
Yeah.
Like I thought he looked like a human. Like
Yeah.
the way his cheeks were, and like he had a nose and it had like an arch. I don't know.
I cried like a baby when we got rid of him.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want. I was like, oh, I'm a failure as a father, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I use a lot of the same techniques with my son. I just fill a spray bottle up with water.
No.
Because Jacob likes to scratch at the couch and pee on all my friends' stuff.
Pissed on
Yeah.
people's shit.
I have people come over and Jacob just
Yeah.
pees on everything.
Didn't like Arthur come on the couch or something like that?
I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, he was like rubbing on the
Yeah.
couch. Hardcore.
And I remember you'd tickle him in weird places, and you'd make weird like
Yeah.
noises,
Like,
uh-huh.
and
Like-
and sometimes he'd be
Yeah.
doing this like.
yeah, dude. And it's like, what is happening right now to this fucking cat? I don't
Like-
know, man.
I don't know. And then every now and again, somebody would accidentally leave the screen glass door open. Like one time I woke up, I was going to the kitchen, I just saw Arthur on this balcony. It's like 6 stories up. I'm like, Jesus
dude.
Christ! And he's clumsy.
Yeah.
He fell off everything he walked on. Like if he jumped onto the fridge, he'd slide across it and just
So
fall.
if he fell off that shit, he would die.
That'd be that, or we would just hear him screaming from the bottom of the, the hole, like whatever you'd call it. I say hole. That's like where did you?
It was weird. 'Cause
Where
it
did
was-
you live?
It was like shaped like a donut.
Yeah, the apartment complex was a donut. We lived in the inside of the donut
Yeah.
at the top,
And there was like a little garden thing on the bottom.
at the bottom. Yeah, a little courtyard.
weird.
And the
And across the hole was an old woman that was like
yes,
creepy as fuck.
And one time we were doing a podcast episode, and she was running through the house naked, and then she was like getting in between the curtains of the sliding glass door. So like our side of the curtain, right? Between the glass and where we could see it, and she's like naked. Everything.
She was
And she's scary.
What if she's a vampire, dude?
She was what is that old people who are having they're going
Dementia or whatever.
going through it. They have that nighttime whatever. And it's scary. So she was like in between the curtains and just like sliding, and like she would be frantically moving like she was stuck. And we're like watching her doing the podcast. I'm pretty sure and she would like run, like you'd be sitting out on the patio.
Yeah.
You'd be smoking,
Smoking.
and you'd just see through her window just a heavy set,
Yeah.
like old lady with like white, like
Yeah,
cobweb
ghostly hair.
hairs, just like running across. Oops, sorry.
Was it
guys.
her that you
running
said she
across
looked-
the room?
She was like a human moth or whatever.
I don't
You
know.
said she was a human moth.
And then she would walk around, like you would walk around, and she would be in the hallway sometimes,
Yeah.
naked sometimes, or in her nightgown sometimes,
Yeah.
carrying around an empty bird cage. Ugh.
Bizarre. Everybody in that
I
apartment
hated
complex
when
was
she got in the elevator with us.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's scary because you're like,
What if she's gonna?
what if
kill
she
us?
attacks me?
Yeah, like is she gonna go
I'm gonna
crazy
punch her in
right
the
now?
face.
Like is she like claustrophobic and she forgets she's claustrophobic?
I always worried that she was dead.
Probably was.
And like
Probably been dead for 200 fucking years.
everyone's like, yeah, just get used to it. She's
Fucking ancient.
so.
Well, anyway, is that our
That's about where
our-
it would be.
tick mark?
I thought that ended nicely. All right, get the book, guys.
Let's hope it's a good one. I think it will be.
What if it? Yeah, like you said. What if it sucks? Just
I don't think it is.
no, I'm
Because
sure.
she seems like she's a very wholesome woman. And
Well, I would say now, but she's had this whole adventure, right?
Yeah.
Coming out to Vegas, being a showgirl,
Yeah.
getting in the film industry, becoming. She was like the youngest showgirl in Vegas at one time, and then we gotta get to however she became Elvira. I don't know that story. I don't know all these legends. There's a section in here I'm really excited to get to. I don't know if it's. I'm hoping it is what I think it is. But it's living in a haunted house.
oh yeah, I was looking through the chapters and I saw that one.
I hope it is actually
That's
about a
gonna be-
haunted house. I hope it's not like something sad. Like
Yeah.
if it ends up being like
it's
oh,
like a metaphorical haunted house.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
because like she's living with some person who's awful or something.
Yeah, and
like.
everything like feels dead. Well, anyway,
We'll let you know. We'll have an update and about. Well, who knows? I'm not. Right now, I'm reading something else, but we'll get to it.
all right.
All right.
Signing off.
How do we sign off? How do we?
Off of the new.
Because we're not live anymore. We
Yeah,
used to
no.
just fade it. Should we do that? Just fade
Yeah,
it?
we can just do fade to black.
Okay. All right.
Good
I'll
night, guys.
talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.
Bye.